Well, speaking of good communication, one of the hardest things to do, not just in business, but in life, is have hard conversations. Whether it's from an employer to an employee or an employee to an employer, how do you make sure that you're having the hard conversations you need to have when you need to have them? Because this is something that's just difficult for human beings, but is especially hard in a business. And I'm sure you've seen people defer hard conversations for years and years and years, and the results of that. What are some of the tips you have for solar business leaders in having those hard conversations?
Yeah. Don't put it off. That's the biggest one. At the first inkling of a concern, address it. Where we see the biggest issues coming in is when we do wait to have those conversations. I was just dealing with somebody yesterday. Had somebody we've been talking for about 6 weeks. Don't think, and I know where this is going, right? Like I've got my crystal ball on this one's pretty clear, right? I've been pushing this leader and my I try to find that balance because to me I don't believe in telling somebody what to do. Right, at the end of the day it's their business. I like to try to lead them where they need to go, and I've shared with them some of the examples, and the employee that's in question, she's this leader's been taking it very slow with this employee, and the employee then calls and filed a complaint with HR. And so before we were able to take any action because we were trying to go slow, now we've got this HR issue, and it kind of strings us, in being able to take action because nothing had really been documented. And so just sharing a little example that I'm dealing with right now. So don't wait. And the other big mistake I would say is I see a lot of leaders think they're being direct, with an employee. We don't, you hit on it, right? Human nature, we don't like conflict. And that's really what it is, right? We don't like being told that we're not doing something we're supposed to. We pride ourselves in what we're doing. Most people aren't coming to work and wanting to do a bad job, keeping that component in mind. But sometimes employees just don't know what the expectation is. So the earlier and the sooner you can get ahead of it, being direct but empathetic in that communication, the better. But where I see the biggest issues is when we wait and it becomes an issue, or I get it where this is a situation that's been going on for months. The manager's done, they're fed up. They think they've had a conversation with the employee, and we talk to the employee, and the employee has zero concept that they are not meeting expectations. And it comes completely out of left field. And the manager's like, oh, well, maybe I didn't quite say that to them the way I thought I said it. Right. And it's just, again, address it, be direct. If you need help, you've got experts like us around, to help you navigate what to say it, how to address it. But again, as soon as you start seeing it, the better, outcome is usually there.